Good afternoon, Moist Charlie Clips fam. I come to you with urgent news. Nintendo is about to unleash the hounds. It has been a traumatic experience for them over the last 5 days. Two of their properties have been leaked. And Nintendo, I imagine, is very upset about that. All of you know, Nintendo enforces their copyright with an iron fist. It doesn't matter if you're 2 years old, 90 years old, or actually just a cremated pile of ash in an urn. If they feel you have used their property in a way they didn't intend for it, they will slap you. And if it was up to them, they'd make it a crime punishable by death. They'd hang you publicly if they caught you using their property in a way they didn't like. And that includes things that make no sense, such as Breath of the Wild modded videos. So, it's ruthless. Nintendo is an absolutely vicious company when it comes to their property. And this week, two brave warriors decided to kick the hornet's nest and poke the sleeping bear. I want to make it clear, both of these instances are very much illegal what they did here, so I do understand it's within Nintendo's right to take action against them. It's just a matter of how hard they're going to go. We recently saw them tackle Gary Bowser, the man who was part of a team that was basically jailbreaking Switches, and not only did he spend 40 months in jail, or whatever it was, but he will now also spend the rest of his life in debt to Nintendo to pay off over $10 million to them over the course of his life, giving up 25 to 30% of his income every month. So they really fucked him in the face for his entire remaining life. And now, with these two most recent cases, I'm curious to see how hard Nintendo goes against them. The first one is one a lot of you probably saw on Twitter. It was pretty goofy. A popular Twitter account called Vids That Go Hard posted the entire Super Mario Bros. Movie in their tweets. So they're a Twitter Blue subscriber, meaning they can upload up to an hour of content. So they uploaded the first half of the Mario Bros. Movie and the second half. A movie that is still in theaters and is currently grossed over $1 billion and still exploding. So they just dropped all of that shit like a hot potato onto the platform, and over 10 million people have seen it. 9 million on their account alone, and now it just continues to spread. This has to be one of the riskiest things you can do on the internet. Fuck with Nintendo. Because they're not just going to come after you legally, they will try and ruin your life. They just did that with Gary Bowser. And I also recently read a story about how in, I believe, 2021, there were two people that leaked screenshots from the Pokemon Sword and Shield strategy guide before it came out. So they leaked pictures of Pokemon Sword and Shield, and Nintendo brutalized them and earned up to $300,000 in damages from them, so $150K each that those people were responsible to pay back to Nintendo because they showed screenshots of the Pokemon strategy guide. So they do not have any mercy, and this account, Vids That Go Hard, just posted the entire Mario Bros. Movie, which is right now their most valuable asset that Nintendo has. So I imagine they're going to try and get the account's personal information. The reason the account is still up is probably because Nintendo's trying to subpoena the info. And then they'll probably just go hog wild. They'll probably send fucking assassins to that person's house. They will probably try and get them to court and then tie a cinder block to their feet and throw them in the ocean. I'm very curious to see where this goes, because obviously what they did is illegal, but it's also so incredibly stupid to fuck with Nintendo after what they've done over the last couple of years when it comes to people loosely toying around with their copyright in a way they don't like. So this was wild, and I'm going to keep my eyes on this story to see where it goes, but it's also not the biggest breach Nintendo had this week. The entirety of the new Zelda game, Tears of the Kingdom, has been leaked. And it's been streamed on Discord. The ROM, I believe, made it into the wild. So a lot of people now have been able to play Tears of the Kingdom weeks before it's come out. And this is Nintendo's biggest upcoming game. So it's a huge deal. And I guarantee they're going to do everything in their power to find the source of the leak, or anyone that downloaded it early and started playing it on their own. They will probably come after everyone who even so much as saw a stream of this game. I feel like it's going to be a merciless fucking apocalyptic wasteland of legal battles Nintendo's going to wage on the Tears of the Kingdom leaks. So the game is confirmed to be real. The whole game is actually out there. Nintendo's been striking down content that showcases it, showcases images, video, obviously. They're going hard to try and put the kibosh on it, but you can't put the genie back in the lamp. A lot of people now have all the spoilers. They've seen the game, they've played the game, so it's getting wild. So I just wanted to briefly bring all of you up to speed on this, because it blows my mind that people are even willing to fuck with Nintendo. Again, what they've done here is, blatantly illegal, but Nintendo is a company that goes the extra mile to make sure that you face lifelong consequences for toying with them. So I am very interested to see what happens next. I'll keep you all posted, but yeah, that's where we're at right now. That's about it. See ya.